In this tutorial, we'll walk you through how to display data on a grid using an API. Let's start by building the grid. Head over to the Controls section and click on Advanced. Drag the grid component onto your workspace. Now on the right pane, click Add or Edit Columns to configure your grid. Customize each column, set your column headers and column templates, and most importantly, ensure that the text property bindings match the fields returned by your API. Click Submit after configuring each column. Once you've finished customizing the grid, click Save to apply your changes. To enable pagination, simply choose Client-Side Pagination under the Pagination settings. We're now ready to connect our grid to an actual data source. In this example, we'll use this public API to fetch and display a list of users. Next, let's create a collection to organize your app's API services. On the top left corner, click the Apptor logo. Go to the API section. Click Plus to create a new collection. Open the collection and click Edit Environment. Paste the base URL of the API you're working with and hit Save. Now let's build a service that will fetch the data. Open the collection, click Plus to create a new service, name your service, choose the appropriate HTTP method, in this case GET, and enter the request URI. If authentication is required, enable it here, then click Next. Now, let's create the service response. Set the expected status to 200 and choose JSON as the response content type. Use a JSON to schema converter to create your response schema. Paste it under the Response Schema section, then click Submit. Your service is now ready to. Let's connect the API service to your application. Go back to your application. Click API on the vertical toolbar, Add an API. Under Add an API, choose your collection and environment. Then click Save. Your application is now linked to the API collection. Now let's set up the logic to populate the grid when the page loads. Open the page, select the grid. On the right pane, under Properties, Events, click the plus next to init, then click Advanced. Drag in a service event, connect to start, double-click on Service, choose the collection in Service, and click Submit. Next, add a custom event and connect it to the service event. Double-click Custom Event. Inside the custom event, write a script that maps the API response to the grid's data source. Click Submit when you're done, click Save. Go back to your application. Now let's see it in action. Save and preview, and your grid should populate with live API data. Congratulations! You've bridged your front end with live data seamlessly and efficiently.